Yes.
Um, your most disappointing
Woo!
NFL player of the
Man,
2020 season.
I'm all fired up for this topic right here
Oh
because
yeah,
my most disappointing player of 2020 is a man who actually never ever showed up to the Miami Dolphins. It was his evil twin brother taking his place because we never saw Jordan Howard, but we did see a player named Howard Jordan show up. Jordan Howard was MIA from day one because every time I looked on the field, all I saw was a fullback, which I thought was extinct in the modern NFL. But I saw a fullback, and I saw a man who did something I didn't even know was possible. I saw somebody with a lower yards per carry number than Kalen Balaj. Howard Jordan, my most disappointing player of 2020.
Oh man, mine is which it's most disappointing, but I'm happy at the same time. Cam Newton. I thought for sure that his life he was gonna he was gonna do a 180 like Randy Moss did in New England, and just he was good in the beginning of the season, and then after COVID he never recovered.
I ain't gonna hold that against him though, because that is something tough to come back from.
He also
But
don't have nobody to throw to.
yeah, that's true. He ain't got nobody
Yeah,
to
but
throw to.
at the same time, when he threw the ball, it's like who was he throwing to? Because damn, it was nowhere. He was either hitting the floor, like it was like nowhere near the person that he was trying to throw to.
Man, I mean, I hate to say it, but I think outside of being, well, maybe Derrick Henry, but outside of being the NFL's biggest running back playing quarterback, I mean, he very well may be transitioning into becoming a workout tape all star, a workout tape all pro, because you look at the workout is kind of similar to a guy like Jakeem Grant. You look at the workout tapes and it's like, wow, this guy is amazing. And then you look at the film and it's like, wow, this guy can't catch. So to me, Cam's throwing problems have been on record for a number of seasons, and he hasn't gotten better in that in respect to throwing the ball. So to be honest, I actually think Cam Newton had the season I expected of him, quite frankly.
Banks.
yeah. Everybody should know what my pick is definitely going to be.
Jared Goff.
I agree with all those picks. But yeah, definitely going to be Jared Goff for me. Losing him, I mean, I feel like at some point we should have just went ahead and started our backup quarterback at some point of the season instead of waiting week 17 when we need to win to get in. But but yeah, Jared Goff with me for me, no doubt about it. Very, very, very disappointed. Yeah, because we had a promising season. And majority of all the losses that we have this year, I want to say maybe 4, maybe 5 out of those losses we got, those 6 losses, every one of them I put on Jared Goff. That's just me. I mean, it's just terrible how one guy can just set a team back. But I'm sure Dolphins fans know that they've been dealing with quarterback issues for the last Dan Marino years. How long Dan Marino's been retired? Since what, 98, 99?
It's been about 20 years.
Yeah, so I'm sure you guys know all about it. But considering the legacy of Rams quarterbacks and stuff like that, Jared Goff has not been able to foot the bill, and I'm ready to move on from him. I'm honestly ready for the Rams to make a decision on him, and I mean fast, because I'm not feeling him. And I would also probably put Matt Ryan in that mix too, just because he was in the Super Bowl 4 years ago, and they really haven't, man. And I'm not just blaming him because the team is just lost some pretty bad games. They did lost some very close games. Or maybe you can even throw Kirk Cousins in that mix. I mean, because Kirk Cousins is not having a great year this year either.
I put Kirk Cousins before I put Matt Ryan because at least Matt Ryan puts up points. It's not his fault. His defense can't hold the lead.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's not. Also, Matt Ryan doesn't play special teams, and if you go back to the first game of the season, the Dallas Cowboys hit him with that onside kicker, and the Falcons are like, "So what are we supposed to do here?" Like nobody tried to jump on the ball. Like they thought they had to wait till the ball passed 10 yards before They could touch the ball. Like, I don't know. This disappointing. Honestly, I think most disappointing player is an award that is specific to every single team, because every team has a most disappointing player.
I don't know. I'm surprised nobody sat back and said Carson Wentz, because he said,
Well,
I mean,
you
but
could
who were the
say
Eagles before the season anyway? I mean, we didn't.
the Eagles were favorites to win the NFC
you
East.
could say Carson Wentz was trending that direction.
Nah,
Yes,
like
you
you
could.
got to think about
Yes,
it. Like
you could.
he's a few years. It's been a few years. He was an NFL MVP candidate.
Yeah,
But that's exactly why I feel the way that I feel about it with Matt Ryan.
so was
Matt
Cam
Ryan
Newton.
was an MVP. So,
Actually, Cam Newton was an MVP.
Yeah,
Cam
he
Newton
actually-
was the MVP, right?
so
But
you know, like it's bro. I don't know, man. I think these players have kind of got behind themselves a bit, especially Jared Goff. I'm calling for me personally again. I'm calling for the removal of Jared Goff as a Los Angeles Rams quarterback. I want him gone.